Hi everybody, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Tracy Brown here, and as promised, I told you guys I would talk about the part 2 of what freedom from food and weight worries looks like and feels like. So, last time we talked about the physical stuff, like you're not weighing yourself and the freedom with that, those exact behaviors, but now I want to talk a little bit about like, let's say, like last time I talked about, let's say your metabolic rate. So, eating normally, not dieting, not binging. What that looks like is you get actually a very healthy metabolism. And what that actually feels like emotionally is you feel revved up. You feel charged up and ready to do things in life and just ready to go. And so you don't feel like you're being drugged down by the burden of emotionally just carrying around all these rules and ways in which you don't feel good enough in comparison to, I guess, these man-made standards of weight and health and all those kind of things. So you feel revved up. So when we talk about eating, not restricting, not binging is obvious. But what that means is that, like, emotionally, we know how to be in the moment and take in what's enough. Not too much, not too little. For the most part, like, be attuned to like what we need and what's enough and not too much in terms of nourishment and nurturance, and know when to say no to when things feel like too much emotionally, and from not only emotionally but like from other people's energy and from circumstances, knowing when to like push away from a situation that's not good for you, even though it maybe makes sense or it feels good. So that's the emotional perspective. Intake is the same, like, from a calorie perspective, taking in the appropriate amount, quote unquote, of calories. Emotionally, what that means is, like the example I just gave you, like taking in what's enough for you and, saying no to the rest. From a weight perspective, allowing yourself to be at the weight that your body can naturally maintain without any restriction and binging and manipulation and over-exercise. Just allowing yourself to be. Emotionally, that's what that feels like, allowing yourself to just be. Activity-wise, that's really very similar. Being able to drop in and know how you should move, and that could be with actually physical activity, but also with your life, knowing when to make the right move in your life, knowing when it's time to like being attuned enough to know, like, I trust my gut, that's the right house, or I really think I want to go back to school, or no, I actually want to quit this program because it's not good, or I want to stop this job or start this business, or I want to just kind of back up and take it easy for a while and not do so much. That would be like the emotional and metaphor of knowing how much activity to do. So restored gut function, not only like your body knowing how to like literally digest your food, but you emotionally knowing how to process experiences and emotions. That would be the emotional and metaphor of being really attuned. You have the tools and you have the coping skills to like how to metabolize experiences. Weight and food preoccupation, that's again, we don't have an excessive amount of time spent thinking about that. So I think that's emotionally, that would be like not excessively or obsessively focusing too much on anything, to be honest. Even your own personal growth. Like, I know I fall into that trap of being overly serious about like I'm very committed to my personal growth and my spiritual growth. Yet if I don't have a sense of humor and I don't take it easy and lighten up sometimes, I can be heavy, and maybe even heavy to be around. So I've got to enjoy being human as well. Variety in foods also is a complete metaphor to variety in life, and allowing yourself to dip your toe into things and try some things, even if it's not the right fit, but you take some risk anyway. That would be like how it would be in life. Social eating, that's easy. Again, the metaphor for being able to be socially eating and not obsessing about what you're eating or other people are eating would be able to be in social situations and trust yourself, trust your intuition, be around people that you feel fed by and you feel safe around, and also being open and curious about others and their experience, and that obviously has a lot to do with empathy and being open and curious, putting yourself in other shoes, being able to even be around other people and not totally agree, but you know, feel respect for your points of view, and also being willing to hold to your own self-respect of your point of view as well. Mindful eating obviously goes towards everything, being attuned to yourself and being attuned to every moment. And you know, I also, something I haven't mentioned earlier, but also feeling like you don't have to do so much in life. The more open we can be to just how much support we actually have in this world. You may not feel like that, but actually feeling like you have support at your back will be really, really important to being more attuned, and you feel like you don't have to push the universe so much to make things happen. Acceptance of self, that has so much to do with not only with your body, but just who you are. I know that I'm a very sensitive, sensory, picking up everything around me kind of person. And I used to hate that. I would think, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just like be happy or be relaxed or be okay? And I recognize that, like, you know, I do have to learn how to, from moment to moment, be as grounded as I possibly can, and recognize that I don't have to push the universe to make things happen. And I accept that about myself versus think that something's wrong or I'm weird. You know, I've accepted that about myself and actually love that about myself and see all the benefits that it brings me in my life and in my work. And recognize that, like, I may not be able to go into like and hang out at a bar for 10 hours because I will be so overloaded with like everybody's emotion, everybody's stuff, that I won't be able to tolerate that. But I've had to learn how to be flexible enough to be with people who want to do that for a couple hours at least and ground myself and feel safe. So learning about like who you are and expressing that to other people as well, so they can understand you and accept you as well. So I think that's it. There's probably so much more I could talk about this because I live in like what's underneath the surface of things, definitely. And I invite you to do that too. If you have any questions or concerns about that or going deeper with that, please contact me, and I'd love to talk more about it. If anyone's interested in talking more about the metaphor of things, my class is coming up. January 1st is my launch date. It's official for my Attuned Eating for Attuned Living, and we're going to talk about these kind of topics in that 6 months of help. So I'm going to actually put a page up on my website soon so you can get all the details of it. So go to my website, tracybrownrd.com, and it's going to be on the store page where you can find about this 6-month intensive, dive in deep. I personally feel like it's super accessible to pretty much anybody who wants to work with me. And I think it's a good tool to, if you have been wanting to work with me for a while but couldn't do weekly one-on-one sessions, which you know you feel like you need, and that I think that most of us probably do need for a while. If you haven't been able to feel like you can access that, this is the right program for you in terms of I can get weekly support for 6 months, and you can dip in with me every once in a while for a one-on-one if you need to. So that's the way I designed this program, to give you just as much as you can, and you can get a really super good solid foundation of not only being attuned with your food and making peace with your food and your weight and your body, but also doing it on like just deeper levels about loving yourself and knowing just the essential essence of yourself that's always been there. It's just waiting for you to come home to it. And so that's it for now. I hope to hear from you soon. Please leave your comments on here at YouTube, or go over to my Facebook page, Tracy Brown RD. You know, message me or leave me comments or email me at tracybrownrd@gmail.com. I want to hear from you, what you want to hear about and talk about, and be looking for the program coming up soon in January 1st. that opens up. November 1st, I actually am also having a holiday program open up. Sorry, let that go by. Just a quick little, my holiday program's just self-study. You get access to all the materials right off. I'm going to probably do, for those who sign up, a little Facebook chat to answer some questions during that month. It's going to run from November 1st to December 25th, so though that month and almost 2 months, it's going to be free for you to buy and access anytime you want to. So there's no, you get all the materials as soon as you buy it. So again, I think it's going to be around, I want to say that the price is like at $25, super easy. Just go click it, get it, and get prepared for the holidays, so you won't feel unprepared to go into like holiday meals and being around people that might be triggering. So that's the point of that for you as well. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.